Well, hello. Thank you for that warm welcome back to the Hubbard Family History, covering the Hubbard family, Hubbard family clan of Clay County, Kentucky. The last couple of weeks been tied up with some cruising in the Bahamas and some family business last week. So while you're thinking about it, hit the like button, ring the notification bell, and kindly subscribe to the channel. We're not in it for money, just in it for likes and subs. Plan to cover our family from pre-800 Viking times to 2024, 1,200 years of Hubbard family history. We've now covered over 1,100 years of Hubbard family history, and there's still plenty to talk about. This week's video covers the final bit of Papaw Hubbard's side of the family, getting all that cleaned up, some of it going back 14 generations, so be good to get that cleaned up. As has been the case, I made a pre-recorded video showing the remaining ancestors and Papaw Hubbard's lineage. So if you just watch that, hopefully it'll be good for you. Okay, last time I stopped at Emoda Vavasor, but left off Christopher Penny, who was John Penny's father. Christopher is from Kent, England, from 1580 to 1632, so died pretty young there. His wife was Patience Bambies, 1584 to 1639, so she made it till double nickels, 55. William Bailey's father was Richard Bailey, born in 1577 in Wiltshire, England, and died May of 1669, Wiltshire, England. His wife was Anne Earldon, born about 1580, died of about 1667. William Bailey's wife, Elizabeth Jarrett, her father was John Jarrett, born 1573 in Sussex, England, died about 1636. We don't know who his wife was, so as far as that goes. Then we had Johnny Scott. His father was Sir John James Scott from Edinburgh, Scotland, lived from 1590 to May of 1670, so about 80 years old. So there's some more Scottish blood or some royalty. His wife was Marion Johnstown from Scotland. She lived from 1592 to 1660, so 68 years old there. John Scott's wife was Elizabeth Fairley. Her father was Sir William Fairley of Edinburgh, Scotland, so another piece of royalty there, from 1592 to 1626, so died 34, pretty young. His wife was Margaret Seaton. She was born in 1594 in Edinburgh, Scotland, died in 1665. Also, since this last video was made, I found some more information on John Richville, who was the father to Anne Redmond. John was born in Hampshire, England, 1616, died in New York in 1684. And his father was John Redmond, who was born in 1589 in London, England, and died in 1673 in Virginia, United States. His wife was Mary Ritchie. So she was born in Southampton, Hampshire, New England, and died in England at the young age of 35. His father was James Redmond, born in 1565, died in 1608, from Greenfield, Gloucestershire, England. So lived to be 43. His wife, Elizabeth Race, and we don't have any information on her. James Redmond's father was William Redmond, born 1530 in Gloucestershire, England. Died on a ship at sea in 1634, so 104 years old. May not be correct there, but Isabel Randall was his wife. We have no clue on that. So now we get into the next generation. Thomas Hubbard, who was born, we've talked to him about him, in Monks Ely, England, 1370. Died in 1458, 88 years old. Eleanor Atchurch was his wife, lived from 1370 to 1466 in Monks Ely, England. So she was 96 years old. John Cabell's father was John Cabell. We have no information on him. His wife was Mary Cabell, lived from 1530 to 1614 in Essex, England. So 84 years old. Mark Parr's father was Henry Parr from Kendal Castle in Westmoreland, Cumbria, England, from 1512 to 1555. So 43 years old, not too long lived. Alice Tunstall, born 1512, died 1578. That was Mark Parr's mother. Have no information on Robert Cott. Catherine Godfrey, the only information we have is Margaret Briggs, born about 1540 in Cambridgeshire, England, died 1624, so she's 84 years old. William Redmond's father was John Redmond, born in 1505 in Yorkshire, England, and died 1561 in Thornton in Lonsdale, England. His wife, Agnes Condar, which we have no information on her. John Wye's father was Sir Richard Cuttleston Wye, so a little more royalty there, from 1530 to 1617 in Oxfordshire, England, so 87 years old, not bad. Mary Stake, 1525 to 1618 in Devonshire, born in Devonshire, England, so she was lived to be 93, so it's pretty good. Emoda Vavasour's father was Richard T. Vavasour, born in 1518 in Yorkshire, England, died in 1563, so 45 years old. Seems like the women are outliving the men. His wife, Dorothy Clapton, born in 1517, died in 1587 at the age of 70 in Derbyshire, England. Christopher Penny's father was Christopher Penny, born 1560 to 1588 in Kent, England, so only 28 years old. We don't know who his wife was. Patience, we have no information on her parents. Richard Bailey, the only thing we have is his mother was Dorothy Ward Bailey, born in 1550 in Wiltshire, England, died in 1617 in Wiltshire, England. Richard Bailey's wife, Anna Earldon, we have no information on her. John Jarrett, we have no further information on him. Sir John Scott, his mother is the only thing we have. Catherine Creek, from Fife, Scotland, 1570 to 1647 in Tayside, Scotland, 77 years old. We have no information on Marion Johnston. Sir William Fairley, his father was Alexander Fairley, born in Midlothian, Scotland, 1549 to 1623, so he's about 74 years old, so not too bad. Martha Knox was his wife, 1565, born in Geneva, Switzerland, and died in Midlothian, Scotland in 1592, so rather young. Looks like may have died giving birth to Sir William. Margaret Seton, her father was Sir George Seton, Master of the House, born in 1550 and died in 1610 in East Lothian, Scotland. And we have no clue on his wife's name. So we're about to get to the end. You can see that we're starting to get fewer and fewer people here. So Thomas Hobart's father was John Hobart, and his mother was Agnes Taylor. We have nothing further on her. John Cabell is nothing on him. Mary Cabell, her father was Richard Essex, born in 1500 in London, England, died in 1588 in Cambridgeshire, England, so 88 years old. His wife was Elizabeth Essex, which we have no information on her. Now, I left this one this way. Well, Henry Parr and Alice Tunstall, and Margaret Briggs, we had no further information. But this is one of the things, like I say, and I look at, and I did not include this James Redmond because it says he was born in 1500, and according to this, his son John was born in 1505. So I have to do a little more research on that, but I can't in good faith include him being a father at 5 years old. No idea on who John Redmond's mother was, and no information on Agnes. Condar. Sir R.C. Wise, his father was James Sydenham Wise from Devon, England, 1500 to 1580, so 80 years old. His mother was Alicia Denham from Wortham, Devon, England, from 1502 to 1565. No information on Mary Stake, Richard Vavasour, Dorothy Clapton, Christopher Penny. No information on their parents. Dorothy Ward Bailey, her father was Robert Harmon Ward from Suffolk, England, born in 1525, died in 1620, so 95 years old. Her mother was Alice Ward Warren from Suffolk, England, 1528 to 1559, so died rather young. We had no information on her. Catherine Creek, Alexander Fairley, Martha Knox, no further information on them. Sir George Seton, his father was George the 7th Lord Seton, born in 1531 in Seton Palace in Scotland, and died in January of 1585 in Seton Palace in East Lothian, Scotland. So that's as far as we can take that bunch. And then I think we have about one more line here outside of the Hubbard line. Geoffrey Hobart from 1324 to 1409 in Monks Ely. His wife Georgina from Hubbard from 1325 to 1340 in Monks Ely. So obviously that date can't be right since John was not born till 1349. So a little inconsistency there, but you have to go with the record you got. Then we gotta go all the way over here to Robert Ward. His father was Sir Roger Ward, born around 1500 to 1503 in Suffolk, England, died January 25th, 1542 in Essex, England, and his wife was Eleanor Constable, 1504 to 1546 there in England. So that wraps up all of Papaw Hubbards that we haven't already talked about in previous videos. You know, Geoffrey Hobart, his father, John Hobart, mother Deborah White. That John Hobart, his father was John Hobart, lived in Monks Ely, England, and his wife was Mrs. Hobart, and she was about 1275 to 1304. And then John Hobart, our most far back ancestor 1242. So that wraps up Papaw Hubbard's side. So pretty good group there that we have. That goes back to Papaw Hubbard's 14th great grandfather, 14 generations back. So that's about as far as we can go. Next week, we will, good Lord willing, get into Mamaw Lena Gray's side of the family. So hopefully that gave you some information there you didn't have before. So we'll go back to William Gray and Elizabeth Abner and see where that leads us. So thank you, and that'll be it for this week. Okay, well, I'm excited to introduce our sponsor this week. It's kind of different. They're pushing a new Western movie that looks kind of promising. It's called something like Outlaw's Vengeance. So you watch this trailer or this information about the video.
Hey there, movie lovers! I've got some exciting news for you. Get ready to experience the thrill of Outlaw Vengeance, a high-energy Western blockbuster that's set to hit theaters this September 1st. Buckle up for this action-packed adventure starring our favorite cowboy, Liam Hemsworth, and the talented Russell Crowe, who team up to take down a ruthless gang responsible for a devastating tragedy. In this heart-pounding Western, Hemsworth portrays Tom Brandt, a man on a mission to seek revenge for his father's murder. He joins forces with Jacob Harlan, played by Crowe, an outlaw with a dark past that intertwines with Tom's. As their paths cross, we witness an intense and riveting adventure that is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. With director James Mangold at the helm, Outlaw Vengeance promises to be one of the most exhilarating westerns of the year. Mark your calendars for September 1st and prepare yourself for this exhilarating journey into the Wild West. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to follow and subscribe for more exciting movie updates. See you next time.
Well, hopefully you discovered something new and interesting information this week, and hope that you share it with others. So next week, good Lord willing, we plan to begin covering some of the Papaw Hubbard side, Lena Gray, her family lineage. So I'll get into that next week, next few weeks. But till then, dear friends, share us on Facebook. Stay safe, stay well, but whatever else you do, stay Hubbard. Peace out.